everyone, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. This video is for the piano students in the 430 class, and this is our music theory video for the week. So we're working out of the Faber Book 1, and we're going to talk about half steps today. And we're also going to be introduced to sharps. So in case you don't have Book 1, please look at your email for the week, and I will make sure to scan these pages so that you can still see what we're doing, okay? So let's get started. So a half step on the piano is going from one key to the very next key, whether it's a white key or a black key, the one that's right next to the one you're starting on. So for example, if we start on middle C, a half step away, the very next key going up is going to be a black key. So we start on C, and we go a half step up, and we get to a black key. All right, but say we start on E, the very next key is a white key, F. So it doesn't matter if the next key is a white key or a black key, just make sure that to find a half step, you're going to the very next key. So let's do a couple of examples, okay? So sit down with me at your piano, and we're going to do this together. All right, so let's start with F. Play F first, and then play a half step up from F. Did you land on a black key? If so, you are doing it right. Let's try that one again. F, and a half step up from F. Good, let's do the next one. Play an A. Now go a half step up from A. Once again, it's a black key. Very good. Okay, next, play a C. Now play a half step up from C. It should be a black key. Next, play an E. Now play up a half step. Did you land on a white key? It should be F. Okay, so let's do that one again. E, and up a half step, F. Very good. Okay, now find G, play up a half step. Should be a black key. All right, and one more, find B, and play up a half step. Did you land on a white key? It should be C. Let's do that one again. B, and a half step away is C. All right, my friends, very nice job. So that's a little bit about half steps. And you'll see if you have the Faber book here, at the bottom of the page, you will see some X's on certain notes of the keyboard. And if you have pencil handy, go ahead and put a check mark on the key that's a half step higher from the note with the X. So let's talk through these together. The first note we have is C, right? So play the C, and then the half step higher would be the black key right next to C, right? Okay, let's take a look at the next one. The next X is actually on a black key, and it's the black key between G and A. So let's find that one together. Let's play that one. Hopefully yours sounds like mine. Should be the black key between G and A. Now, finding a half step from a black key is the same as with a white key. You just look for the key that's right next to that key. So from this black key, the very next key is going to be a white key. All right? So go ahead and mark that in your book. So we should be going from this black key to A, this white key. All right, next one. The next X is on the note E. And as we know, a half step away from E is F, another white key. All right, so you can mark that one. And then once you've marked that, we'll go up to the next X, which is on the note B. And I think you know where this is going. A half step away from B is C on the white key. You can mark that one. And then as you're finishing up marking, we'll look at the next note, which is a black key. It's the black key between D and E. All right, so find that one on the piano. Yours should sound like mine. And a half step away from this one is E. Good, you can go ahead and mark that with your pencil. And then the very last one, the X is on the note G. And a half step away from G is the black key right next to it. Okay? So, very, very good, my friends. We have just practiced finding a half step away from a given note. And now we're going to move on and talk about sharps. So a sharp means to play a key that is a half step higher. So we've actually just been doing that. When we find a half step away going up, that's the sharp of the note. So for example, let's find the note C again. Now find a half step up from C. That is C sharp. Okay, let's find the note D. Find a half step up from D. It's D sharp. Make sense? Now let's find E. Half step up from E is E sharp, but it's also F. So sometimes keys can have two names. So in this case, we're basing our note on E, so our first note is E. When we go up a half step from E, this key that we know as F can also be called E sharp. Okay? So, let's do a couple of examples. You can write in with your pencil. Each of these, you're going to write in the notes that you see. So first we have F, and going up a half step, we get F sharp. And that one's written in for you. Next, what note do we have here? We know it's a space note. We know face in the space. So F, A, this is our note A. Let's play it. A, going up a half step to A sharp. Okay? Next, once you've written in those notes with your pencil, let's go to the third one. So we've got a space note again, F, A, C. This is a C, treble C up here. C, and going up a half step is C sharp. Okay? So go ahead and write those in with your pencil. And if you need to pause the video, you can if I'm going too fast. And the very last one is our top space note, F, A, C, E. Let's find treble E. And going up a half step from E, we can call it E sharp, or we can call it F. But the book right now, because we're practicing sharps, they have guided us to call it E sharp. Okay? Very good, my friends. So we're going to do a little exercise to practice our sharps, and that is sneaking past the sleeping dog. All right, so first, let's go through and sing the notes that we see. So take your finger and point to the book and track. We're starting on F, and let's sing the notes we see. 1, 2, ready, sing. F, F, F sharp, rest. G, G, G sharp, rest. A, A sharp, B, C. Okay, we've got so many sharps. Okay, then we're going to start on C, the second line. We have C, C, C sharp, rest. D, D, D sharp, rest. E, E, D, E, F. Okay, very good. Now let's see if we can play them. We're using our second finger for every note, whether a white key or a black key. So just sneak your second keys like someone sneaking past a sleeping dog. Okay? And let's keep singing the notes while we play. Right now we're just doing the right hand. Okay? So put your second finger on F and let's sing and play together. 1, 2, ready, play. F, F, F sharp, second line, ready, and go. C, C, C sharp, D, D, D sharp, E, E, D, E, F. Good, friends, good, okay. Now we'll add the left hand. It's a pretty easy part, only plays 2 measures. So our 4th finger is on a space note. We know that in the bass clef, our space notes go all cows eat grass. So our 4th finger's on G, and our left hand stays there the whole time. Let's put the whole piece together, okay? 1, 2, sing and play. F, F, F sharp, G, G, G sharp, A, A, A sharp, B, C, 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 C sharp, D, D, D sharp, E, E, D, E, F. Very good, my friends. So that is our practice of half steps and sharps, and our group playing piece for this week is going to use some sharps as well. So let's go on over to that video. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.